Folks, happy Buffalo Bills game day. This is what you wake up at the beginning of the season. On the beginning of the season, you circle the Patriots at home on the calendar, and it is a big game today in Orchard Park. We got 48-degree weather. We got Bills, a 4.5-point favorite. We got an over-under of 40.5. It is going to be wet, stormy, uncontrollable conditions today in Orchard Park, and I think Bills fans wouldn't want it any other way here on the Picasso's Pizza pre-game show. I'm Maniac, wishing Degenerate Al a happy birthday, but there's only one wish all Bills fans want, and that is for a big victory over the New England Patriots. Again, we got a great slate of 1 o'clock action, but all eyes will be on that matchup. Josh Allen, Cam Newton, Coach McDermott, Bill Belichick, Billy Buffalo, Pat the Patriot. It's going down Orchard Park. We have got 3 hours till kickoff. Happy clocks rolling backwards, forwards. We got an hour. Doesn't matter. For now, if you're tuning in, we're going to talk fantasy football. We're going to talk TV shows. We're going to talk Netflix. We're going to talk Mandalorian. We're going to talk whatever you want to talk here on the pre-game show. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Just chime in. Ask your questions. Give me your talking points. But for me, I'm going to be playing this game Among Us. If you've been paying attention, everybody's playing it. It's kind of a pretty straightforward game. You're on a space crew. Lights go out. Someone became an imposter trying to kill everybody while everyone else is trying to find the imposter and get tasks done on the ship. Let's go. Oh, yeah, that'll happen. All right, we're trying to join games that are full. All right, let's go. Oh, wow. We're filling up quick. Okay. So there I am. Now, in a game where one of you is a killer and everyone is looking to accuse somebody, probably not ideal to be named Maniac. Just saying. I think this person might be trying to get a custom game going. I don't know. Corpse, but here we go. Look how everyone's ready to go. Everyone's ready to go. We got 10 out of 10. Are we going? Nope. Your poo is in the game. Your poo is in the game, and I'll be feeling your poo if we don't have a great game plan today. I'll tell you that. I mean, I think that you've seen the Patriots get walloped at home the last 2 weeks. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay, so one of us is the imposter. All right, so I'm not the imposter, so I got to make sure. I got to see what everybody else is doing. Oh, a guy just killed me in front of everybody. I mean, is this a game? So I think he got found out. See, so everyone can play on different kind of levels, I guess. I have no idea. I got killed, but I think the guy got found out. Again, it's kind of like a mystery thing. If you're the imposter, you want to kill everybody on the ship without them knowing it's you. That guy just ran around the meeting room killing everybody. Everybody was watching him. Everybody was watching him. Got Chief Homie Ty in the chat. Let's go. We are 3 hours till kickoff in Orchard Park. We're here on the Picasso's pre-game show, brought to you by, guess who? Picasso's Pizza. Locations all over Western New York. Or you can go to picassospizza.net to place your order. All right, are we going here? Corpse was the guy that killed everybody last round. Everybody's pumped up. And again, I think that's the great thing about this game is it's not exactly intensive. You know, there's not huge backgrounds or anything. You just pick it up and start playing. All right, we're starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's get some tasks done, and let's not get killed by this imposter. Okay, it's not me. I'm just going to go do my tasks. We lost again? I don't get what's happening. Okay, so this guy got imposter twice. Like, again, I'm pretty new to this game. I'm not going to lie. So some of this is catching me if it's catching you the first time as well. Let's leave game. Let's go to another game. That doesn't seem like it's exactly a fair fight. Tried to join a game from the idiot. Let's go Sizzle. Nope. Let's go Johnny. All right, this looks like a good game. Got Johnny in the detective outfit. Butterfly and blue box. We got 4 out of 10. I think you can play with 8 as like a minimum. I mean, because then if you have 6, it's just too obvious what's going on. But again, preface of the game, Among Us. And it's fun to play with friends because one of your friends is trying to murder everybody secretly while this is all going on. So you can be in a chat, whatever. Everything's hanging. We got hopping in. And again, as you get to higher levels, you get a little bit more absurd outfits. I only got the night helmet and chilling in my blue right now. I want to get to red. Red is, although red does attract a little bit more attention. Shout out everybody tuning in. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. You got fantasy questions? I'm the guru. You got pop culture questions? I'm the guru. You got questions about beating the Patriots? I got no clue. From guru to no clue. So feel free to ask those. But hey, glad to have you here. Just under 3 hours till game time. Let's go. All right, we got 8 out of 10 here. Got some Premier League. Got some French League. Got some Bundesliga. What are we trailing out there, everybody? What are we on? What are we watching? What are we partying with? Okay, crewmate, there's an imposter amongst us. All right, it's not me. £92, I wish. All right, test me. So now there's all kinds of things in this game. Is, you know, like sometimes they'll, you know, players will act like they're, you know, not the imposter. They'll go around doing the tasks. Uh-oh. We got something going on. You got to fix the lights. Oh, somebody already fixed them. Okay. No, I don't want to do that one. I'll do this one. Nice, easy one. And again, so it seems, you know, trivial, but you got to do these tests. It's part of beating the imposter. So, sports guy, I kind of got my eye on. Oh, okay, okay. See? You don't want to be next to anybody, but you also want to keep an eye on everybody. So, it's kind of a tough little balance there. Okay. Oh. What was Nicki Minaj up to? Ooh, I had to sneeze. It's one of those that's like caught there. I know I'm going to have to sneeze at some point. But I got to find this imposter. Oh, dead body report. Okay, so the first little... So, he's been murdering everybody. You got 4 kills? Alright, let's see what everybody's saying. I don't see anyone sus yet. Sus is like... I feel like millennials just heard this term for the first time or something. I mean, I don't know what else to say there. Yellow and black, huh? Yellow and black it could be, huh? Okay, okay. I did see purple and brown together. PP Poop has voted. Okay. So the first vote is cast. You can choose not to vote. I'm going to vote purple. Okay, I mean, a lot of it is just, you know, hearsay. I'm going to go purple as well. Okay, so this is kind of weird. So 3 of us didn't vote, and nobody gets ejected. Okay, so we're all still on the ship, and we're all still possibly going to be killed by this imposter. If he gets down to 3, he wins. Or he or she wins. Okay, I really don't know the map, and that's not great. Alright, pee pee poop poop taking care of tasks. So that's the thing. If he is the imposter, or he or she is the imposter, he just did a perfect little, you know, pretend. Oh, dead by reported. Sorry, first game is the perfect thing to say if you're it. This is tough. This is tough. There's down to 5 of us. 2 more people die, we're done. 2 more people die and we don't get the imposter, we're done. Oh, he saw me scan. Ooh, I can't be scanning. Just gotta skip. Not good. Not good. Not good, folks. Down to 5 of us. It's 10:21. Got 160 minutes. Bills Patriots. The pre-pregame show. I gotta check my fantasy lamps. I gotta do all kinds of stuff. Now, I did say pee pee poop poop was safe. Now, if they're the killer, they might be coming after me. Okay, fix the wiring. So Johnny won? I guess so. Alright, that's how you play the game. That's how you play, that's how you play the old Among Us. Alright, let's get into another game. Wait. Need a new crew. Hide and seek. Alright. There's almost one poop in every game. Guess that's just the way it breaks. Guess that's the breaks, folks. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. You want to get in the chat? We got the chat ready to go. Fantasy advice. Betting advice, life advice. Just bring it over to the Maniac's Corner here. Let's go. Hugh Janus in the game. Nice, nice. All right, starting in 5. See if maybe I'll get the imposter. It's kind of tough to be the imposter. Oh, he went in the vent. He went in the vent. I saw that guy. Alright, I think I know the play to make. Should call the emergency meeting almost. It's not HP Freak. It's not hide and seek. It's not player. It's not Hugh Janus. It's not high. Is it Hugh Janus? Nobody's got a dead body yet? High. Alright, if I don't do it now, I'll never get to do it. Oh, I have 0 emergency meetings. I can't even call one? Wait. Nobody's dead yet? I can't believe this. How is this possible? We won. Victory. Victory. It's kind of tough to tell sometimes. Alright, maybe a couple more games of this, then we'll get a couple fortnights. I mean, I do want to get in Call of Duty, but I stink. And I can't have you guys bashing me. Can't have you guys bashing how bad I am at Call of Duty. Trying to get my internet working here. Obviously, it's working for the PC. Trying to get it working on the smart TV. Smart TV. Teve Palpatine. Oh, it's one of the easier ones you'll ever see. In case you can't tell, I'm a freaking noob. Alright. Oh, what are you going to do? You going to kill me? Better not. Alright, we got the task complete. What do you got here? What do you got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, was that a little block? Something important? Alright, we got tasks that are being completed. I think people didn't want me to report it, so I'm not going to say I did, but, I mean, why don't we want to report that? It was a murder. Player 1 voted for me. Good luck. It's player 1. Nobody else wants to make a move on this perp. Oh, I'm gonna lose. I just tell. We got tasks being completed. I mean, do you guys have any clue who it is here? If you do, help me. Help me. Help me help you! Yeah, look at player 1. I'm not taking my eyes off you, bud. It's player 1 for sure. You know, they might be doing a mode that I don't even know about where you're just hiding all over the map and someone has to come kill you. I don't even know. Oh, now they're mad. Red, stop reporting. I don't even realize how I changed to red. Thanks, player one. Doing me a lot of favors there. Alright, I guess I just gotta go hide. I guess that's the point of the game. I just hide? I mean, is this entertaining for people? It's pretty good. It's a pretty good chill spot. Stream popping. So, yeah, I mean, that was silly. Okay, I got a little bit to learn about that one. Okay, we got it all popping. Welcome to the new age. To the new age. Here we go. Let's get it poppin'. Mary Poppins. All right, folks, we'll be back in 2 minutes with Fortnite as it rolls on in the pre-game show. All right, we're back. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on now. Great, I got Thor's outfit. Nice. I don't care about the outfits, it's about the W's. Let's go. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, folks. Let's go! 145 minutes till kickoff. You are watching the Picasso's pre-game show. By the way, amazing new shirt, courtesy of Justician they got here. I mean, comfortable, looking good, feeling good, look good, feel good, play good. Science. It's literally science, folks. You know what? We're going to go. Oops. I don't know what I just did there. Huh. It's great on the live stream. Let's go. Wouldn't hurt for Trent Murphy to have a big game. Wouldn't mind you having a big game, Trent Murphy. Wouldn't mind you having a big game. By the way, we have our official pregame show starting in just over 20 minutes. You'll be done with me. So I got time for one dub if I can get a dub. I got time for one dub if I can get a dub. Got time for one dub if I can get a dub. Watching some Liga, watching some Bundesliga. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, I killed him! What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm becoming like a bot? Oh, now I'm a zombie? That's fine. I don't want to be a zombie anyway. Our guys can drive cars. Not good. Not good. Not good. But the good thing is I got time for another game then. Let's go. Macho Man. Kind of a cool little mode. Kind of a cool little mode. Again, probably shouldn't play a game. I know nothing about the rules or anything, but hey, that's part of the fun. Games. And games! By the way, you're playing games if you haven't ordered your Picasso's Pizza yet. Picasso'sPizza.net or 6 locations all over Western New York, folks. So I don't even know if I get down to the final person, is there going to be like a whole army of ghouls coming after me? And ghouls? Ghouls and drools? Gotta get used to the building. Building is everything. And here we go. So the thing is, when this game like started, I mean, you couldn't get across the map too quick. I mean, you could jump pad, you could do some stuff. You could find the ports, the portals and whatnot. But now it's like you can just get any, car, truck, anything you want. I mean, I do like the fact that I can go on an X-Wing. That's pretty sweet. Is there somebody near me? I'm playing with like a 3 IQ right now. Playing with a 3 IQ, and we got 2 hours and 20 minutes till kickoff. Come on, Patriots! You gotta get crushed. By the way, again, shout out happy birthday to Degenerate Al. It's not every day you turn 34, so congratulations. Oh, shit. Oh, is it? Alright. I gotta do my role now as a zombie, as a ghoul. Okay. Gotta use my phase. What the fuck? Pardon my French. Probably want to get out of here. I don't know what that was all about. Can anybody tell me in the chat what the hell that was about? Okay, you consume items for health. I'm learning. Be careful, I'm evolving. What the hell do we even got going on here, folks? I mean, it's a fair question to ask. Oh, We got a package. Ooh, somebody's gonna come running for that package. I hear some noises. Where are they at, though? Where are they at, though? Wow, it's just 10 minutes away from the pregame show. I'm pumped. We gotta crush the Patriots. I mean, come on. Enough's enough. Not exactly a strong start, folks. So there's 24 ghouls right now? Alright, well, whatever. If no one's coming for this packet, it'll just rip it up. I don't get what this is all about. Where we're going. I'm a ghost, but I bounce off tires? Was I supposed to phase through that? I don't know. I guess I don't get anything. This is spooky. $12 survivors left. Where are they at, though? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got here? We're running right up against it. I'm on the 2-minute warning here. I didn't even do anything. All right, folks. Unfortunately, our time is coming to an end here. Appreciate you tuning in. Wish I could have been a little bit more dominating either in Among Us or here, but got to learn the laws of the land, and hopefully the Bills teach the Patriots the laws of the land today at Bills Stadium. Pre-game show coming up now, brought to you by Picasso's Pizza. Get those orders in. Wake Jockins, Kevin M. Let's go.
No. Is he going to be able to throw 15 yards down the field? I think so. So I think you're going to get that intermediate game that he's very good at. And you're going to get boost of John Brown in this game. And the offense is
nice
pretty
to have
healthy.
him back. Yeah, nice to have
All
John
right, the offense is healthy. We're not missing anybody.
We got some breaking news we need to comment on. I just sent it to the group. It should be going through any second for you guys to see. The Bills just posted a video of the Michelin Man walking in to the locker room. Guess who it is? Singletary, Isaiah McKenzie, Trey White, or Cole Beasley? Wow.
I don't understand. I guess I'm a little...
Someone dressed up as the Michelin Man.
For Halloween.
In the locker room?
Yeah, and it's either Singletary, McKenzie, White, or Beasley.
Trey White. It's got to be...
My gut says Trey White, but I want to say McKenzie because he's so damn short. I think it'd be kind of funny.
McKenzie or Beasley make the most sense.
Yeah. I like this. I like this trivia.
Do we know the answer to this question yet?
No, the Bills just posted a poll. We'll have to
keep
everyone updated. You got to go check it. Yeah.
Ooh,
that's what I'm saying. That's nice. News. This is big stuff. Everyone's always talked about everyone's fits walking in.
Man,
that is a fit and a half right there. Because of how
I gotta say that's McKenzie.
I thought they made a trade, Ty. I don't need to knock the Michelin news, but I thought we had a trade, and you got me all disappointed and bothered. I was over here just sweating out of my pores, and now it's the Michelin Man.
I'm gonna go with Singletary. I think he's going with the. I think it's I'm gonna go with Singletary.
I like it. That's a nice costume though. You briefly mentioned the cold front coming in. Transition here, nice segue. Cam Newton's going to have to deal with a bit of a cold front with the D-line coming at him. He's had 10 sacks over the first 5 games of the season for the Patriots, and that he's played in at least. And we know Degenerate Al saw Ed Oliver at Oliver's. I think it was at Oliver's, or was it Mike?
Chop House.
Chop House. Oh yeah.
Huge flex.
Nice flex, Al. Yeah, but so over under
birthday. All right.
Oh yeah, good birthday, Al. But I could see Ed Oliver. He's never gonna forget about when Cam Newton was trash talking to him at those joint practices. I could see 2 sacks for Ed Oliver today, just out of pure emotion. And Cam isn't the mobile guy that he used to be. I want to see some sacks like that from Ed Oliver because, we're missing Star. Star just took up so much space that allowed Shaq Lawson, that allowed Jordan Phillips to pick up all the sacks that they did last year. They did good at cleaning up the work at everybody else before people say we're missing Phillips. So, maybe this could be the game that Ed Oliver finally is like, okay, we don't need them. I'm here to take their place, and I can do this.
Right, and we've already made it, 10 minutes into the show. It'd be remiss to bring up that they're very injured. They're obviously without Stephon Gilmore, which is with his half knee, half trade deadline. They don't want to get him hurt. They don't want to tweak it.
I'll call it pretendinitis. Yeah.
Yeah, pretendinitis with maybe a little bit of an issue. Like I'm sure he has something, but at the same time, they already just saw Edelman go down. He could have been a trade target, and that they just lost a draft pick there. So they can't have that same thing happen here in the elements, and they got to arrest them and make sure they can move them by Tuesday, November 3rd's trade deadline, 4 p.m. Big day in every respect there on that day.
It's on social media that day.
Yeah,
it's gonna be wild. The combination of my Twitter is just like going nuts, and people saying football's not gonna be important that day. It is gonna be important for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch that trade deadline up until 4 p.m. And everyone's saying this game has a lot to do with whether the Patriots sell or not. It does not. I'm sorry. It doesn't. If they win, could it alter their plans a little bit? Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
They already have a plan. There's no way Belichick makes a plan Monday night after okay, we scraped by the Bills. We're now going to not sell they've already made a decision. Stephon Gilmore's not active in this game. They've been more careful with other players. In my opinion, I don't know what could change today. Maybe a 42-0 win by the Patriots could change their plan, I guess. I just don't see them changing what course that they think that they're on, going for a top quarterback.
Yeah.
Like we talked with Mark Schofield about extra picks, being able to get up like the Bills did to get their Josh Allen. There's just no way that they get rid of that because they snuck a win in Buffalo. I don't see it happening. They're so back to the injury front. They're out without some key players in this game. They've already placed Julian Edelman on IR. They have two of their reserve tackles that are out, so they have two starting tackles and nothing behind it. So if there's any injuries, banged up on the off, even short-term injuries on the offensive line, they're in big trouble. There's no depth there. The starting five are pretty solid in New England. They really are. Pretty good, solid five starting offensive linemen. Zero depth, and that's where they've ran into issues against Denver and other teams, because if one of those guys has to come in off of the bench, they don't have any depth at that position, especially with their two tackles, Heron, one going on IR. So he's going to be out in this game. And Alamignor, who's also played very well as a reserve tackle, is also out in this game.
Wow.
So you really just have their two starting tackles in Isaiah Wynn and Michael Nwahu as their starting tackles, and nothing behind that. So Corey Cunningham's a guy that they traded for from Arizona last year. He's not good. If he has to come in at either tackle spot, it's going to be a long day for them. They have obviously Tooney and Mason are very good guards, as well as David Andrews is a good center. Behind that, they're in big trouble with Ajay Froldholt and James Franks are just not very good either.
Yeah.
So they're in deep trouble on the offensive line if there's any issues that happen there. So the injuries are plaguing them. Receiver, they're playing special teamers. They're playing Gunnar Olowski. They're playing Jacoby Myers. It's just Bird, who they can't seem to hit ever. Him and Newton haven't been on the same page all season. There's no receivers there. Running back room's okay, obviously without Sonny Michel, but they do have Damian Harris, a guy they like, but they don't use. So it'll be a lot of Rex Burkhead. James White's horrible in pass protection, one of the worst in the league. So they'll send him out on routes. It'll be very obvious what happens when James White's in the game. Sean McDermott will know. Their offense is a mess. I mean, it's not good. It's not good on any phase. If you allow more than what Sam Darnold had last week, it's a fail. So you got to keep him under 13. That's the goal. 13 points right around there, and you win this game pretty easily. But Belichick's not going to make it easy on your offense, though. He might struggle. They're going to struggle on offense, guys. We all know that.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious. If they don't, the Bills defense is worse than we all thought. That second half against the Jets. But this, I would argue right now today, this Patriots offense is just as bad as the Jets offense. So we'll have to see if their defense can pick it up. They have a worse receiver. I would take Braxton Berrios. I would take
any of those
Denzel Mims.
Patriots receivers for sure.
I would take those Jets receivers.
I agree with you, though. You got to be more worried about the defense just because of the coach that Belichick is. No matter what talent he has out there, they're going to at least play to, above their potential. Yeah. And they're going to play as a unit, which always makes them better. It sort of fills in the gaps and the holes for some of the guys who can't make certain plays or whatnot. So when you look at that, Ernie Adams has something schemed up for this weather against Josh Allen. Josh looked pretty good last week later on in the game, picking apart the zone. So if he's able to do that, I think you'll see a lot of zone, especially early on from this Patriots defense, because they're going to be expecting a lot of run. Much easier to defend the run when you're in zone because the cornerbacks and the safeties have their eyes locked in to the backfield on the quarterback. They can peek the entire time, whereas in man coverage, you're turning your back to the quarterback and running with the receivers generally, so you can run some guys out even on run plays. They're not going to try to let that happen, especially early on. So Josh is going to have to do what he has to do with his arm to open things up a little bit. And if he's able to do that, make a couple big throws early on in this game, that'll open up that run game for the rest of the day, to be honest. Right. If you can get a pass over the top early on, they have to respect it, especially no matter what the weather is. If you can get it through, it doesn't matter. So let's make that happen early on, set the tempo, set the pace, and show the defense that it's not going to be easy on them either. If you do that, you take it to them early, you might get a quit out of them.
Yeah, and the Patriots' rush defense, it's not anything that's like something easily exploited, but they definitely do have some weaknesses there. They're about middle of the pack in the NFL. They've allowed 793 rushing yards on the year. And there's just a big chunk of teams who are right in there in the middle. In terms of touchdowns, not a lot on the ground there. Yards per carry, about 4.5, so that's about average. But, I think that given their injuries, given their struggles as of late, they have to be demoralized. I think this could be, and for you FanDuel players out there, if you want to get some more expensive guys in, I was telling these guys before the show, I think this could be the Zach Moss game. I think this could be the game where we see the Bills finally establish the run and establish it well, and be able to open up the offense that way. When Zach Moss has been healthy, Devin Singletary hasn't seen more than 59% of the snaps. So, it's not like Singletary has done a lot to earn more touches. If anything, you can argue Zach Moss, especially last week, looked a little better. He did more with the touches he was given. So I expect to maybe see some 2 running back sets, see a lot of Zach Moss early, see him setting the tone with some bruising runs, especially in this weather. If it's going to be cold, you want a battering ram like Zach Moss going at those Patriots defenders. So if we're transitioning into these keys to the game kind of thing, I'm going to say getting Zach Moss going and, setting his rookie season right, because this isn't what we all really wanted from him so far. Granted, there has been injuries. He was out weeks 3 to 5. He was a little banged up in week 6 too. So, I'm going to say Zach Moss and, using the middle of the field to Cole Beasley too. I know we're going to have John Brown back, but Cole Beasley has been one of the most reliable receivers in the NFL. In the last 5 games, I think he either has 100 yards rushing or a touchdown. So, use them. They're going to be without Stephon Gilmore, so, Diggs will be open too. John Brown will be good too. And I know they're going to be without Kyle Duggar too, their rookie who they got in the early second round. He didn't look great this year, but the fact that they're going to be starting someone behind him, I think, I know that Belichick is going to be able to scheme up some good defenses to maybe stump Josh Allen early, but I think this is an opportunity for the offense as a whole to really smash.
Yeah, and they'll pump Duggar. I was obviously team no big nickel in this draft. Jeremy Chinn's been good, surprisingly, for Carolina. Duggar has not been, so we'll see how that plays out. But it is a loss for them in the category of needing DBs.
Yeah.
That call went up from the practice squad. They also called up 2 defensive linemen. So to your running point, they were working out Lawrence Guy just 10 minutes ago, their best run defender. He can't go. It's a big knock to them. I'm assuming he's going to play, but calling up 2 defensive linemen isn't a good look.
Yeah.
They called up 2 from the practice squad. What does that mean? Does that mean no John Simon? Does that mean no Lawrence Guy? Those are some big misses for this team if they can't. To your point about Zach Moss, I haven't been a big Zach Moss fan, similarly to what I just said about to Duggar. I like to see more explosiveness out of him. I've seen some decent runs out of him. I need to see more out of the run game in general. He hasn't done his part to me. He's running for under 4 yards a carry. So he doesn't look like he makes many guys miss. So we're going to have to see what happens today with that. But there is an opportunity today to get that run game going. We'll see who plays. They're already without Bo Allen, a guy that they signed to bring over in free agency who hasn't been able to play this season due to an injury. So that's already a loss there. They're playing a lot of Brian Coward, a lot of Adam Butler, a lot of guys that just aren't very good against the run. So without John Simon, it'd be a big loss for them as an edge run to stopper. It doesn't give you too much in the pass rush department. So they could be without some big names too. So we're gonna have to find out here in the next minute or two. If some of these guys are gonna go for them. But those are some big names to look out for here as we reach inactives. And Josh Uche, our 2nd round pick that they took from Michigan, is expected to be active and play and probably start. So he's a guy that they need to play in their front 7 right off the bat. He's been hurt, just activated from IR. So he's a guy to watch out for. But missing Lawrence Guy, missing John Simon, one or the other is big to their run game. He was working out just like I said 15 minutes ago. So we're going to have to see if that can happen. But they're already limited. 1 or 2 of those guys being out can be the difference in this game. So Lawrence Guy can be a run-stopping difference maker. I hope to see his name on the inactive list at least just for 1 week.
Yeah. So my key, I touched on it a little bit. Josh has got to hit a big throw early to soften up that zone defense. You're going to have to do that to get the rushing game going, because I don't think it's going to just get going without anything like that. We need a kickstart on that side of the ball. You're getting John Brown back fully healthy. He's off the injured list, and there's no Stephon Gilmore. Let's get John Brown, Stephon Diggs over the top early, first or second possession to open things up, and that should get that offense going for the rest of the day, because the Patriots defense is going to have to be on their heels to not allow that to continue to happen, because Josh has the arm to do that all day long. So if they want to do it, they can do it. They can let the run beat them, but they're going to have to pick and choose, and if they do, that just gives you so many options if you're Josh Allen, because you can run the ball, you can pass the ball, you can hand the ball off, you can do whatever you want at that point, and let's hope it happens. Let's hope this offense really gets going. I know these inactive lists will be official here in
They're-
a second. We got
they're
the
out.
ones.
They're out, and
What do we got?
yeah. So
No
the big
surprises. Yeldon again. Micah
You know, yep.
Hyde.
Micah
Which
Hyde's out.
is
AJ
unfortunate.
Epinesa, a guy that seems to can't get on the field over Daryl Johnson's still going to be a disappointing factor to me at week 8. That shouldn't be happening for your second round pick. So we're going to have to go into that later on this week. That's not a good luck when you're playing him. You're playing guys off the Brandon Bryant, a defensive tackle who you claim you need in this game. You want that defensive tackle rotation, fine. But there's some things to be not happy with if you see him on the inactive list over Daryl Johnson, especially your first pick of the draft this year. So talk about that week 1. Don't want to see him regress to be inactive this week, especially. So that's not a good sign when you're healthy at that position. So that's nothing too crazy there, guys. Vernon Butler didn't look like he was going to go. Micah Hyde didn't look like they were going to go. Vernon Butler's had an up and down year. Micah Hyde, we'll see if it ends up mattering. So I'm interested to see if they play Dean.
So the official Patriots inactives: Carl Davis, N'Keal Harry, Devin Asiasi, Kyle Duggar, Gilmore, Brian Hoyer, and Dalton Keene.
Okay, so they are going to roll with their defensive ends. So that's a bummer. So they must have done fine in their pre-workout. So they do get a boost that none of their questionable players are out, except none of their questionable players end up being put out. So that's interesting that they played all of their questionable players. So that's questionable.
In and of itself, yeah.
The Bills are more 50-50 with those guys. It looks like the Patriots played all of them. So that's an interesting note. But so I mean, the talking point is pretty simple. It's Epinesa. Why is he inactive in week 8? Don't have to look at that today.
I think he played just 9 snaps last week too.
Yeah,
So.
But he still registered a sack, if
itself.
I'm not mistaken. It's not like he's looked bad in the snaps he's been given, so it's got to be something else, whether it's in practice or I don't know. There's got to be something they see to keep Daryl Johnson up over him.
I don't like something in the run game or something.
I think part of it is you can have Rick Jefferson move to the outside to help stop the run, because he's done that in his career. He's an effective run stopper as well from the inside. So put him to the outside. He's a good pass rusher. He's not an overly big defensive tackle, so he still has the speed to get around on an edge rush if he has to. I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is all kind of stemming from the Star Lotulelei opt-out, just, how the D-line has been playing this year. And, obviously, props to him for making the decision. It was a very hard decision to make, obviously. But I think I speak for most of Bills fans when I say I'm looking forward to have him back next year. Really appreciate what he does for the run defense and the defense as a whole. We'll move into around the league real quick. Just go through every game around the NFL, starting in the NFC North. Packers-Vikings. Hoo-wee! This could have a spread of 20 as well, but it won't, just because, it's not as lopsided as Kansas City and the Jets, but I think the Packers win, and it could be by 20 today.
I could see that happening. The only thing that has me a little worried, I think Dalvin Cook's going, Aaron Jones might not, but the way that Packers offense has been going, I love the Packers still.
Yeah, no Jones for sure. So, but Jamal Williams is a plotter. I don't love him. But he gets
the job done.
That defense has been too good this year.
Yeah. Take away that one Tampa Bay game, and they've looked really good. And you can say every team's entitled to a bad day. Titans Bengals. This could oddly be a really exciting game. This could be a shootout. This could be almost exactly like the Browns Bengals game last week. Titans have been allowing a lot in the pass game. I think the Titans win. But if Joe Mixon was in for the Bengals, I might be willing to, be a little spicy and say the Bengals. But, Gio Bernard is nothing to shake your head at, or is something to shake your head at, actually. And, A.J. Brown is probably going to go for $150 and 2 touchdowns. So, Titans all day.
Look at this Bengals team. John Ross just put in a trade request. AJ Green could be moved.
Carlos Dunlap's already gone.
Be moved. Yeah. Anything could be happening with that team. That's why I really don't like him in this matchup here. I'm going with the Titans.
Yeah, I can't. I gotta go with the Titans. They don't play defense on the other side of the ball, so you can't win.
Yeah. out of respect for my girlfriend's family that I live with on Long Island right now, I'm going to say we skip Jets Chiefs because I know none of us have anything good to say.
No reason to waste a minute. Waste a minute picking that game.
Yep. Start LaMichael Piran and FanDuel. He's $5,300. Allows you a lot of flexibility. That's all we'll say. Colts Lions. This is a weird game. This is a Phillip Rivers game. Not like a game that he'll play well in, but a game that he would play in against a Lions team and probably throw 3 picks. I think the Lions win. It's ugly.
I'm going with the Lions.
They're not good though, guys.
Has figured things
Neither
out.
are the Colts.
Kuda's figured things out. That defense isn't that bad.
The Colts is like the best defense in the league.
The Colts have T.Y.
offense
Hilton as a 4th receiver right now.
I don't even know what the hell is going on with that offense.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers is lost at times. You're not finding your
He
weapons.
just slang 3 TDs before the bye.
It's something to build on.
He's not finding his weapons right. I think Matt Stafford, with the weapons he has the upper hand here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Detroit. I'm going Indy. We'll have to check in on this one.
I think it's the moxie factor. I think Matt Stafford's got more moxie than Phil Rivers, and Phil Rivers is just more dog gang it.
I mean, that's always been true.
Yeah.
But I mean, sure, I see Detroit pull it out. Yeah, but I think Indy has the best unit on the field. I think it's Indy's D. I think they're going to lead them to victory. I've picked against Indy too much, to be honest, guys, and they fooled me.
Mm-hmm.
That defense is better than people think. It's got a lot of DVOA rankings. It stops the run. I just don't have a problem. I mean, Detroit has gotten lucky in games this year, including Todd Gurley falling down at the goal line instead of at that half-inch line. I don't think they're very good. Going Indy.
All right. I mean, it frustrates me a lot how Indy uses Jonathan Taylor. He's a workhorse running back, and they don't use him like it. And I just like to see teams like that.
I think they're going to use him after the bye. We'll have to see how they look after the bye. I just think they have I usually like to pick the best unit that the teams has, and I think it's Indy's defense. So we'll see.
Yeah, teams that suck with running backs just frustrate me. So I hate the Colts. Steelers Ravens, another exciting game. We have a lot of good games this week, actually.
Oh, tons of small spreads this week, like under a touchdown.
Yeah, which makes
hard games to pick.
Yeah, make hard games
easy
to pick.
games, honestly.
I
think there's a ton of free money out there.
Really?
The spread.
Is this one of those games for you?
You're going to get the Steelers plus 175 or better on a money line. You're not unless they're playing against the Chiefs. This is a game where you have to take the Steelers because it should be close. They're getting 3.5, 4 points. If it's a close game, you have to back the Steelers, whose defense might even be better than the Ravens. And if that's the case, they can shut Lamar down for sure. You know they can get some pressure. They have a very good secondary. I like the Steelers.
Yeah, I like the Steelers too. Lamar has
liked them all year to win that division.
Oh yeah, me too. I had a feeling Lamar would regress as a passer. His running is still really good. He's still really good with his decision making, but his passing is just not where you want it to be after his MVP season last year. So yeah, I would take the Steelers too. You know, between all the weapons they have, Chase Claypool has been a revelation. Mapletron is really, really good. And then, if Deontay Johnson, he either gets 100 yards receiving or he catches the ball for negative yards and goes out with an injury for the rest of the game. I know I start him in the wrong times for my fantasy team, but going Steelers.
Okay. Game has been tough for me, but man, I've been back and forth, but yeah, I mean, I think it's Pittsburgh in this one, guys.
I didn't think Ben would be as good as
got no argument on this one.
Yeah. Then we got Rams-Dolphins, 2 his first game, so another game that's actually worth watching. But that being said, Aaron Donald is not who you want to face in your first time. No. Jalen Ramsey as well. That defense is...
I got nothing
Sharps,
to say.
I don't know what the Sharps are doing being all over the Dolphins. If you look at that team all around, yes, they're much improved from last year. The defense is much better, but you look at what the Rams did, especially in that second half against the Bills. They've put up some numbers. You got tons of pass catchers. They've been running the ball pretty well. Malcolm Brown looks very solid.
He does.
I'd like Jared Goff with all the experience he has here against the Dolphins. I don't think that's the sharp play this week.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You said you have nothing to say. Yeah.
Nothing to say on that one. I'm not pounding anywhere near the Dolphins and his first career start.
Yeah.
I think it's the wrong time to make that move.
Especially after breaking Ryan Fitzmagic's heart.
Bad move.
And robbing the people of more Fitzmagic. You better trade him.
Bad move.
You know they made that
bad
move.
For the NFL.
They made that move because they think they're getting a top 3 pick from Houston. They're keeping in Fitzpatrick if they don't have a top 5 pick.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's true. That's
But
true.
they have a top 3 pick. They have to know if they're going to go with one of the quarterbacks.
Mhm.
Now they weren't expecting to get absolutely
To
ream
get him
them
the
for their
experience.
yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
You need 8 games.
Which I don't hate.
8 games is more than 4, so they need to see Tua for 8 games before passing up on a potential huge quarterback prospect again. I mean,
I don't hate it.
they went to the move. I don't think he's going to help their team this year, especially when we're talking just picks on a 1-week basis. Wrong move, but hey, they're looking at it like we might have a 2nd or 3rd overall pick because of a left tackle trade.
I mean, yeah, that's
Stupid.
good GM right there.
Doing?
Yeah, that's playing chess while they're kicking rocks in the parking lot, I guess. I don't know.
How did you give them so many picks for him? He's a fine left tackle. Like I don't have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Way too much.
God, yeah. And then moving on, last 1 o'clock game, Raiders-Browns. Another weirdly good game, maybe? I don't know. This could be one of those games where it's just like both defenses might not decide to show up. I think I'm taking the Raiders. If you look at Baker Mayfield's splits against teams that are the Cincinnati Bengals and teams that are not the Cincinnati Bengals, he has like a 4-to-1 touchdown ratio against Bengals and then like 1-to-3 touchdown interception ratio against not the Bengals. So I'm going to go against the team that is not the Bengals, and that's the Raiders.
Well, you're saying you think you're going to take the Raiders. Well, guess what? You know you're going to take the Raiders because the Dart took the Raiders, and the Dart is on an absolute heater. I think it's like 8-1, 9-1 last 10. Go follow the Dart at Degenerate Zone on Twitter. Great content. It's up over 16 units now, I believe, in over a month and a half, just throwing a dart at a board, making picks. It's on the Raiders today. I like the Raiders in Cleveland. Going to be bad weather there as well. Rain, wind, whatever. They got a good enough rushing game. That defense is pretty solid. I think they can get this one done.
I'm not going to pick against the Dart. I'm going with the Raiders. I think it's the Raiders. I had the Raiders in this one. I no OBJ. They won without no shot. They're going to run out. That schedule's been so soft for so soft. Like,
yeah.
I don't like to comment on schedules.
Only
normally.
lost to the 2 teams they played that were any good.
Yeah. It's going to be 3.
They got smoked.
Yeah, it's going to be 3. 5-3.
Yeah, definitely. Moving on, left-handed, right-handed, doesn't matter. Dart's always hitting. Chargers, Broncos, first of the 4 o'clock games here, 4:05 on CBS. I think really like the Chargers. Really like Herbert. If we're talking moxie, he's got it. Drew Lock. Don't think he has moxie. I think
He's not good.
No, he's not good. Not very good. And they're going to be rolling out a hurt Phillip Lindsay and Melvin Gordon, who's just been really, really inefficient against one of the best run defenses in the NFL. So, yeah, I'm going Chargers.
Los Angeles Superchargers all day.
Chargers.
All right, and then Saints Bears. This is another one. The spread's like 2.5, 3.5. It's like close. 5? Oh, okay, it moved then.
Saints -5 now.
Yeah, I think
that's what I'm saying. All these lines have been moving. They're close, but a lot of them have shifted a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Even the over-unders have all been moving 4 to 5 points.
The Bears don't have a
across
freaking quarterback.
No.
They're going to start losing games in bunches.
Just put Mitch Trubisky in at tight end.
Saints has got to be the play. I don't love the Saints this year, but unless Khalil Mack has one of those like all-world games where he just completely destroys Drew Brees, has a forced fumble, like an interception, and whatever, I don't see the Bears winning this.
Yeah. 49ers, Seahawks, another good game. Really, this is the best week of games of this year, I swear. That being said, Jimmy G, I feel like he'll do enough to keep them in the game until like the third quarter, but he's not good. He's not fooling anybody. He's probably on a short leash right now. I'm going to say that the Seahawks win this one by like 2 touchdowns.
Oh, I'd love the Seahawks in this matchup here.
Mm-hmm.
I think bouncing back after a disappointing loss against the Cardinals where you blew a late lead and you had the opportunity to put it away in overtime and you couldn't do it. I think they're going to come back with some real fire. Tyler Lockett with 2 of the best catches of the entire season in the same game. Unbelievable. Everything DK Metcalf does. The dude is an absolute freak of nature. I love what the Seahawks are doing. As soon as the Bills game ends, I'm going to be throwing on my Russell Wilson jersey. I'm sorry.
I got the Seahawks and B. I don't want any part of them coming into to Buffalo with 2 losses.
Yeah.
They're going to win. No questions about it.
Yeah.
San Francisco's not good. They've had a little
that
stroke
line's
of
moved to 1.5 too. So like, free money,
Wow.
Seahawks. I'm gonna be running to the casino right before the end of the 1:00 games.
Yeah, that's free
back
money.
on that.
I got. They're not losing 2 straight. And if they did, we might as well just punt next week. But yeah, I mean, I got Seattle in this one. The defense is struggling, guys.
Bad
Can't not say that, but it's Seattle.
Yeah, George Kittle's in for a huge
They
game
made
against this one.
Big trade too, adding to Jamal Adams into the secondary. So I think that's huge for them.
Yeah. Then tonight's game, Gucci Bendanucci making his first career NFL start against the Eagles. This NFC East is the best division. It's the most fun. This division makes football fun. I'm not even mad about it. They make football fun, and I'm gonna say, well, the Eagles win. It's not gonna be that fun, but it's gonna be an ugly win. When you have Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy in the same organization, oh my God, I don't rule out any level of stupidity. I could see them trading for Matt Ryan. I could see them doing something really stupid at the trade deadline. Yeah, it's Eagles all night though.
Eagles.
Bills,
a party.
Packers, Eagles.
Okay. I don't have my
Eagles.
reading glasses on.
Eagles all day. I think this should be an easy win for them. This is a game where that team can kind of get right, I think, if you will. Where
I will.
They've had a very up and down season, but playing against a team who's still very banged up in the Cowboys hasn't had a lot of success. Going with their third string quarterback, I believe he was an undrafted free agent. This season,
I think he was a 7th rounder. Yeah.
Or 7th. He's no chance. Eagles all day long.
No argument.
Yeah. And then
I got nothing.
Monday night game, Bucks Giants, still nothing, right,
Bucks.
Kevin? Bucks.
It's stupid. It's a stupid division again. Yeah, I mean, it's Bucks. Why even break it down?
Yeah.
Giants Jets parlay is 72-1.
I'm gonna put $5 on that. And then
That's abysmal. The New Jersey parlay.
The New Jersey parlay, probably all of everything over the past couple of years.
More losses for that parlay. More losses on that parlay. No, I mean, guys, Tampa Bay's gonna roll them.
It's bad.
Philly's obviously gonna roll too. I mean, they just have Wentz is the better than that. Like I said, the best unit is Wentz. They're gonna win.
Yeah.
This game is simple.
That division will always go 0-4 unless there's an interdivisional matchup where they're playing each other. And obviously, the game everybody's here for, Patriots Bills. I was nervous. Stephon Gilmore being out really put it over the edge. I still think it's going to be close if the weather is what we think it might be. I know we watch that as we get closer to game time. Maybe adjust your fantasy lineups based on what the weather is. Maybe you're nervous about putting, a Cole Beasley in your flex if the weather's really bad. I don't know. But I think it's going to be a Bills win. I think it's going to be 20-10. I think that, don't be surprised to see some missed field goals on both sides. You got Nick Folk and Tyler Bass kicking. Both aren't really great. And for people who are very upset with the Tyler Bass thing, you got to give him time to develop like every other NFL player.
Speaking to me?
Well, no, not you, but I know people are like, let's sign another kicker.
The haters were all out for me after I tweeted that dumpster floating in the water. I was like, is this Tyler Bass? After that first miss.
Yeah,
and then
bad.
Everyone was coming at me after the game. I'm like, yo, did you not still see
Look at
that
the
first
timestamp.
miss? He kicked all the way to Cheektowaga?
And
What's wrong with you? And he missed a 37-yarder.
Yeah.
He's still not great.
6 for 8's not
and
good.
I wasn't. No. And everyone was like, "Why would you want to cut him?" I never said I wanted to cut him.
You just got to get better.
6 for 8's not good.
No.
I've been a Bass defender. I like his leg strength. He
can hit better than 66, 70%.
Mm-hmm. He can hit 60 as easily as 37. The problem is, the ball he hasn't had great hold. Bajorquez has to take some heat, especially with some of the early misses. Yeah. Can't have laces in as a former kicker. Mm-hmm. Just 50-50, guys, no matter where it is on the 20, no matter where it is on the field, 50-50. It'll go off your foot right or wrong, and there's no rhyme or reason. Mm-hmm. So everyone's like, you should still make it. Well, go try it. I'd like you to go try kick a field goal with the laces in, or watch a kicker kick it laces in, and go out there and say it doesn't matter. Bass has got to be better, though. In other words, he's got to make 6 for 8, not 7 for 8. We would have to talk. That's about normal.
That's a good game. Need to be. That's a very good game.
Needed to make one of those other 2 kicks. Would have changed the game, ended the game against the Jets. 7 for 8 in that situation. Perfect. 6 for 8, that extra miss.
He's missed too many field goals
it
under
gave
40
Darnold
yards.
a chance to tie the, like he wasn't going to, but it gave Darnold a chance to tie the. You can't have kickers got to be 7 for 8. It's not like he was kicking 8 50 pluses. Then you can skew that a little bit more to 5 of 8, 6 of 8 if he's kicking 50 pluses.
Yeah.
But he wasn't just for kicking 50 pluses. Missed some inside gimmies, some bunnies. You can't miss those bunnies. He's got to be way better than that, guys. 6 for 8 is not good. I tweeted it too. I said I'm finally over it. I got some people trying to gotcha after a couple makes, and then he missed that 37 yarder.
Same thing to me.
They disappeared.
Dude, that's where I got to start with my prediction too. To the haters, if someone makes one bad play and you criticize one bad play, you can't come back 10 plays later because they made a couple good ones. It doesn't make any sense. We're criticizing one play, one moment in time. Another moment in time doesn't change what happened in that other
Missing
moment.
a 37-yard field goal.
It's unbelievable. You can't keep missing field goals under 40 yards. That is unacceptable in the NFL. You have to be better than that. All right, now let's get into my predictions. No one said a damn word about me wearing all black today. Yes, it's because it's a Picasso shirt and it's beautiful, but I'm wearing all black today because it is the New England Patriots AFC East funeral. Their season is absolutely over. The Bills are going to take it to them, and they're going to shove it down their throats, and they're going to step on their necks, and I think this is the game where we're finally going to see Sean McDermott not go into a shell and turtle up when he has a lead. He's going to go down and maybe try to double dip at the end of the first half. He's going to come out strong out of the second half and try to put more points up on the board. I think this is the time all Bills fans have been waiting for. It has been 20-plus years of our lives waiting for this moment to get back to the top of the AFC East, and it is our time to shine. It is the perfect game to send a message to not just the Patriots, but to every Patriots fan. This ass whooping is gonna last years. Get used to it. 30-6.
Whoo! Still hitting the under, but
yeah. I'm just speaking of Tyler Bass. He just crushed one from 56 into the opposite tunnel. Gwynn could help this game out in the kicking game. Tyler Bass has got to be better. We talked about that ad nauseum. Note, the Bills are 3-3 against Belichick without Brady.
Wow, folks, breaking news. Ed Oliver liked the picture of the Sat Cam dessert. He is ready to go.
I said
over any sacks,
any
whatever
sack
your book
total
has, over half, over 2, over 3.
It's got to be over half.
Ed Oliver is going to eat Cam's lunch and dinner. Cam is going to go home crying. It might be in a body bag. I'm sorry, because he's going to be getting hit all day long. Let's go. I'm so fired up for this game. I haven't been more pumped for any game this year. I don't care. I was so nervous for the Chiefs game. I was worried about that Tennessee game. But this game, I am so confident and so pumped up for a Bills win. Got a lot of money on the Bills today. But it's not your old Bills anymore. If they do lose, it's the same old Bills. We don't want that. If that happens, they need to shut the Peace Bridge down because people are going to be walking right there. It's going to be awful.
Yep.
Let's
send
this damn message and take over.
3-3 against Belichick. It's not insurmountable. They're 2-32 with Belichick and Brady. Maybe it's Brady. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of who is great behind that. Belichick failed in his first coaching position. Maybe it's a combo, but maybe it's Tom Brady in this. Bills.
We all know it's Ernie Adams, but
okay, it's Ernie Adams.
Okay, yeah. All right.
The Bills beat Jacoby Brissett in a similar type of game under Rex Ryan. It was many years ago now in 2016.
Yeah, 16.
But it's a similar game. It's a similar day, and I thought that Patriots team was better.
And it was the same week of the season.
Same week of the season. I don't think they have enough to rebound in this. There's no weapons on that team. Belichick's best bet is to try to win this game about 13-10, something right in that range. Really play good defense, get turnovers, really bad Josh Allen. And that's really what he's trying to pull off in this, dropping into zones, holding the ball, running 5 yards a clip, keeping it about there. Don't think he's going to get it done. I predicted it against in our crossover show. 21-16 Buffalo. That's the score I'm holding to. I do think Belichick has enough to, while his back's against the wall, to make this close all day. But I do think the Bills are going to hang on, and that kicking game might come back to haunt the Bills. Bass is 12 for 17 right now in this season. As Ty talked about, it's not good enough. You can't be missing field goals, and I think he's going to miss one today, guys.
Yeah.
That's going to keep this a game at points. So 3 for 6 from 30 to 39 is just not an NFL kicker. Need to see him develop a little bit.
I've hit one from that far before on the field. Like, not
I
from
100%
the
right now.
there,
I can make a field goal from there right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've
no
kicked
joke.
them on the Brockport field tons of times.
We can go there right now in the Brockport field. I will make better clip than that. Maybe if I'm not with Boyarkas holding an actual NFL game, but I can kick better for 3 for 6 from 30 to 39. But he is, on a positive note, he is 5 for 6 above 40. That's pretty good.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. You probably take that. 18 for 19 for extra points is fine. You can miss one here and there.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can't knock that. That's about normal. But it's that 3 for 6 on 3-point opportunities from 30 to 39.
Mhm.
You cannot have that. So we need to make sure, especially today, he's making 56 yarders apparently right now. He goes out there for 50 plus. It's free money. Like, he should be able to make it. If not, you're not going to be too angry.
Mhm.
You need the kicking game to get on pace.
Yeah.
You're playing a lot of special teamers. We need that position group to excel today. We cannot take an L in the special teams department. Half L's, half W's there. Need to make sure you win the special teams battle, because that's where Belichick will try to take one from you today. So, guys, there's nothing more to be said. It's the same old Bills if they can't get this done. That
Yep.
offense is horrible.
Yep. These aren't your father's Patriots. These are not your father's
not.
Patriots.
If Belichick outcoaches you again, there is a real talking point there, guys, and I don't want to talk about it this week.
Yeah. Well, let's hope we don't have to. Like I said it at last week. I don't want another week of a loss and people giving each other fist bumps on the sidelines. I want people shoving.
No fist bumps.
I want
Team,
dumping
no fist
Gatorade
bumps.
over everybody. I want dancing. I want excitement. I want to win. The loss is like inexcusable here, honestly, in my eyes, especially with where they are now. Someone responded to our Twitter poll where we asked how they feel about the game, and they said, "Well, Belichick's still there." Yeah, he is, but who does he have playing? No one good. So we'll see. If you tune in to our show this week and we lose, it's going to be a very, very somber scene. But hopefully that doesn't happen. And you know what? A good omen, get some Picasso's pizza for your game day, for your tailgates, for whatever you're doing. They got some great new merch there, that blackout merch with Just Dishin'. Make sure you check that out.
Fire.
It's black for that cup and char that they get on every single piece of pepperoni. It's a work of art, so make sure that you get them into your living rooms, into your front yards, wherever you're watching the game. Maybe not front yard today because of the weather, but regardless, support our friends at Picasso's. They've been serving up great pizza all over Western New York for 4 generations now. And go Bills. Let's beat the Patriots. It's our time for the AFC East. It is. For Ty, Kevin, myself, and everyone here at Trainwreck Sports, go Bills, stomp the Pats.